Don't blink. It's your boy Ink for another video, another show. Another thing well because after having a wonderful day. They say Tree Tap the phone, right? Tree's company. The phone already overheated. I don't know what's going on. So I'm gonna try to do it fast, that way we get to finish. We only have one playthrough left, and that playthrough is the sword. Now, the sword, technically speaking, is the playthrough that I prefer amongst them all. So the playthrough that I prefer with this one is the versatility. Weirdly speaking, I thought the shield is also very versatile, but the sword is a lot more versatile. We're still at rank 1. We're trying to get some coin, we're trying to get some modules, some cell to build up. Now the plan is still to upgrade our economy. The ultimate weapon is a bit harder because there's a lot less of them. Now, we were talking about the landmine on the shield. Of course, I want to upgrade the landmine on the sword playthrough, but it's a blab of the health, so I cannot. The versatility is in the ultimate weapon. I can still upgrade a shit ton of the spotlight, which I believe I'm gonna do because the spotlight and this one is actually really good. I want to try to have an econ of Power Stone, so I can get a second spotlight on, which would also be good. Or what I could do, because the problem with the spotlight in itself isn't that it's not good, it's great. The problem with the spotlight is if I have two beam, I'm gonna have to have a way quicker smart missile. So the smart missile, which is one of the upgrade of the spotlight, so every single couple, I think it's every single 20 seconds, right? You have a missile or smart missile coming out. The problem with that is it's not per spotlight. It's not per spotlight, is in all spotlights. So by having a quicker smart missile, having more spotlight don't matter. I can also upgrade smart missile. Smart missile is surprisingly the in the crown with it good. The smart missile is the cheapest of the ultimate weapon to do. Right, so that's good. And they also play with the spotlight once again. The death wave is still good. I thought it was gonna be nerfing it. They haven't nerfed it yet, so right now it's still useful. And it's lastly, but not not the least, is Chain Lightning. Chain Lightning surprisingly is working well. Now, for some reason, because of our range, it's so high, I'm seeing it way more on the range of the sword than on the crown playthrough, which we both had the Chain Lightning. Now, the Chain Lightning in itself doesn't do much, right? Except for the little bit of damage, the multiple damage. The more enemy you have, the better it is. And also the fact that it applies shocks. So the fun fact is you do more damage, but the smart missile does the same thing. So I'm torn in between which one I want to use. The problem with the smart missile is I really like the smart missile, and I upgraded it first in the crown playthrough. My problem with the smart missile is the fact that it's so expensive to do the recharge the barrage. So there's no point in doing it. Even if I was to do it on the crown, which is a year later, a year more than the two other playthrough, it wouldn't be an aspect. So the smart missile, I would upgrade them until completion. I would switch off to possibly spotlight after that. But the spotlight, the spotlight, it's so weird because the spotlight and death wave would be the best choice. The problem with spotlight is until I can get more of it, until I can get at least two spotlight, at least better angle of spotlight, it's not worth it. And that's pretty much what we're doing with the sword. So we'll see how it goes. Right now we're working on econ. That's pretty much it. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. Did it without the phone overeating. Got a couple of seconds left. Thank God. Deeply sorry, my phone overeated. And this one overeats easily, so I wasn't really able to portray what I wanted to say. But we're back in business, and we're back for good. It's funny because I don't usually use this camera, and I find that this camera shows off the roof, not the roof, but it's more. I would like it more centered, and I feel like this one is a bit better, but this one is a bit smaller, and that's why. Yeah, because it's a bit smaller, it does show. So next on the list, we have to hurry because we're still doing a tire talk. We have to hurry because it's gonna overeat again. We're doing the shield. The shield, we're gonna be restarting from 0. I don't know where I was. I filmed a couple of videos in between. The shield in itself is possibly the most different of the playthrough. Like I said before, we're at tier 1, which is gonna be a good opportunity to get some modules. Gonna be a good opportunity to get some cells, to build up on some low tier menu or lab item. I'm gonna do the economy facts because the economy, see, the sword and shield are amazing, right? But they're quite restrictive. So when it comes to lab, so there's a rule about the sword and shield. I'm able to upgrade the workshop for the following like attack or defense. Otherwise, the 400 workshop is not possible. But I'm not able to unlock to use labs. So yeah, so the shield playthrough, the only labs I can do is health, super ultimate weapon, and health, ultimate weapon, and whatchamacallit? Holy shit, I have a hard time talking tonight. Ultimate weapon, health, and economy. My god. So we can only do that. The sword, the shield, and itself, the labs are pretty forward. The labs are pretty advanced. So the easiest thing I can do now is just work on my econ, get more coin. So when I do get further in the game, I'm gonna be able to do everything. So for example, with this one, we have a really cool thing that's coming very quickly. And that really cool thing that's coming very quickly is that we're going to be able to do well, technically no, we're far. Technically we're at rank at level 17 out of 20 to do the second black hole, which is going to be the masterpiece behind everything. But when I'm going to be able to achieve that, the shield is going to be as strong as the sword, if not stronger. Also, the reason why we're pushing I got a couple of ideas to how to make the shield stronger. So increasing the inner landmine chances. The more inner landmine, the better it is. Now, at first I was kind of against using the landmine because the fun fact about the landmine is they're based on your attack. So they're on your health lab or skill tree, but they're based on attack. So it's good if you play with both, but if you don't play with both, it's not great. So the reason why I'm really liking them right now is if I can increase the chance of them appearing, it's going to do two purposes. So we already chose the module I want for my shield playthrough. In my shield playthrough, the module that I want is transforming the landmine into inner landmine. So the more landmine there is, the more chance that I got, the better my ultimate weapon is. My ultimate weapon, which is finished. Right? So the landmine would be a couple of things, but right now, what really matters to me is going to be the black hole. So the black hole, why is that so important? Is because most of the ultimate weapon that I'm cherishing, which is Chronofield. Chronofield would also be a priority. Chronofield, Swamp, Poison Swamp, we're having Black Hole, we're having Inner Landmine, right? They're all dealing damage based on your attack. Landmine is good because they're stunning. Inner Landmines are good because they're stunning, but there's no attack, there's no goal to it. Now, what I would like to do is increase the range. Only put my Power Stone into the Black Hole, because the Black Hole doesn't work with holy shit. I have a hard time talking. The black hole doesn't work with attack. It works with the health percentage. So it doesn't matter how weak I am or how strong I am, it's going to do the same amount of damage. Which, for a playthrough like the sword and the crown, is a disadvantage. But for a playthrough like the shield, it is a huge advantage, right? So that being said, this is the next step. And that's pretty much it for the shield. So let's recap. Hey there, Delilah, what's it like in New York City? I'm 1,000 miles away, but girl, tonight you feel so pretty. Yes, you do. Dominic, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show on the 2nd January 2024, which is 2025. My apologies. Didn't notice that the time has changed. This is my first video film for the gaming channel, so this is a pretty big moment. So today is a Tower Talk, because if I want to film my first video, it's going to be the Tower Talk. Again, 2nd of January, I allow myself at least 1 week of telling you, I wish you a Happy New Year. I wish you health, joy, love. You should get some love. Today, on the Tower Talk, we're doing something different. We're doing specials. Instead of having a version on the phone, right? Or on the camera, we're gonna do both. So there's a small situation, a small Mike Sorrentino. If you know what I'm talking about, you're OG. If you don't know, I just have one question for you. Where's the beach? Just gonna put that out there. So there is a small situation. The small situation is I need the phone to film. So I shall not be able to bring you the crown playthrough. Now, why is that so cool? It's because Well, well, there's no really reason, except for the fact that the Sword and the Crown playthrough are very, very similar. The Crown, although was a bit of everything, was kind of mostly focused on offense. So yes, the guy in Vendetta, saw a tower defense game and went for offense. I have to defend this tower, but I'm gonna go with offense, right? And all that happened because of Al Pacino, that was in a movie called um Every Sunday, something like that. Was a really good movie, and it was offense is the best defense, and very good speech. So we're gonna be starting with the crown. Okay, so we're gonna be starting with the crown. We're gonna be using this sword. So the crown, we're still at tier 11. But we're getting closer. We're at tier 3000. Okay. Oh fuck. Before that, you may have noticed that I've been playing a lot more of the tower recently. My life has been very chaotic, so we've been playing multiple mobile game. Yeah, I'm gonna take a step back from the tower because the tower is taking a lot of time. What that means is we're still gonna be playing the tower, but we're gonna go back for the sword and the shield. We're gonna go back for the tier one. We're gonna go with a more passive aspect to it instead of constantly pushing the envelope, the envelope, the envelope. Now, what does that mean? It means that hopefully, if we're very lucky, I'm gonna be able to take a couple of weeks off play the tower while still playing the tower. Not because I don't like the game, it's just because when you're playing three playthrough of the same game, it gets redundant. Anyway, we're in a grinding phase. So it's not a big deal, but it's kind of cool because we did work on the perk. We did first work on the first perk on the set of perk. I did work also on the perk trade off, right? And that is pretty much it. So for the crown, we're still going with the mentality of I got a lot of ultimate weapon that I started that I didn't finish. On the list, we have the golden tower. We're one level away from finishing everything. Spotlight, we're 17, so I'm possibly gonna do spotlight. Then I would love to do some smart missile. Possibly gonna do some chain lightning. So it's gonna be a lot of ultimate weapon. I'm gonna be looking when I'm okay. So the plan, the actual plan would be super simple. If I have a boss, which I'm going to be able to show you right now. So I'm going to be waiting for a boss, because it's going to be ultimate weapon. The boss, what I would like to do, it's going to be too early. What I would like to do is to check out what is my weakest ultimate weapon and increase that. So ultimate weapon, I have 9 of them. But if only 3 of them are working hard, then there's no point. Moving on, and the same, I could have done shield. I think it's better if I do shield because it's so different. So the shield is very much the same. We worked a lot on our dark black hole. Sorry, black hole is completely finished. All the ladder done except for 2. We have the disable rate.